think first and foremost, you've got to fund them appropriately, and that may take some of the hard choices that people are forced to be making, to make right now off the books. So they're trying to do a lot. I'm not usually one who sees the BLM as a victim, but I can tell you this: their funding matrix for the level of the livestock problem is shameful.
Separately, it's not in our general discussion here. There is a program. I ended up, I think, with district, not district, but regional or something. Manager called me back on it when I started questioning. But it has to do with, you ever see that magazine published in Carson City on a rancher, I think?
Nevada Rancher?
Nevada Rancher.
I've seen it.
That big.
Newspaper format, I think.
Pardon?
Newspaper format?
No.
Newsprint?
No, this is a magazine.
Glossy.
It's a glossy magazine.
I've
got a copy of it at home. It's got a situation in there. You know, this deal about plant a tree and all of this stuff. The whole problem could be solved with grass. And they won't. Oh, well, we want the ranchers to do it because it's money. Instead of take their program and go in this direction instead of going with the politically correct or the Sierra Clubs.
One more.
Are you going to be debating the whole Cape between now and special election?
I think there's going to be 3 or 4, yeah. One of them, I think, is going to be on the 19th of next month. We'll be in Reno. VFW will be sponsoring that. I think John Ralston will be having one on his TV program.
Isn't John Ralston do 6:30 on Channel 4? Yeah. I gotta ask you about.
We haven't said no to anybody. So.
What about mining in the historic district?
You know what? We had a discussion about that, and as the former president of the Mining Association, I guess my first question, which I asked you, is, well, what's the plan? And I'm told there isn't a plan, although there's a pending special use permit for drilling. Yeah.
That's for core drilling.
Yeah, which I assume is nowhere near as controversial as opening up a surface operation.
Yeah.
I guess my answer would be this. This is a phenomenally unique piece of American history here. It is a very challenging time for jobs, and I guess the reason why I want to know what the plan is because if those drilling reports make it economical to do extraction from an underground perspective, then obviously I think that's probably, you can extract the gold as the property owner, you can make money at that level, and you avoid open pits. But what I don't know is if the drilling indicates that it's only economical to do it in open pit sense. Although, once again, it will be very interesting to see Nevada mining issues in terms of a land use sense in probably the only county in the state that is majority private owned. To see how that plays out, your planning commission folks and county commission folks will have, I'm sure, a lot of fun at those hearings. If the drilling reports bear out.
United Mining kept 8 bars open.
So what?
8 bars open 24 hours a day. United Mining was running. They ran 3 shifts.
They left a big hole in there too.
No, that was Houston.
Either way, lose a bad day, that's what people are looking at. You're saying,
United
you want to do these, you want to leave this for us.
United was underground.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Alders was underground?
Yeah, Alders was underground. They ran 3 shifts, and the bars could not be happier. Never seen C Street busy.
And we are based on mining. We are born.
Well, and you know, the interesting thing is the history of the mineral deposit here was veins. You know, it's not the microscopic Carlin Trent stuff. So I am assuming that what they're drilling for, that you're talking the same general geology, which is veins, which hopefully would lend itself to the same. I mean, they're still doing that in northeastern Nevada. Hollister Mining Company is an underground operation.
Barrick has an underground.
Yep, yeah, the Meikle, I think it is. And Newmont has several, Leeville and stuff like that.
Right.
So I am guessing here, but assuming that the geology stays the same and it is not the microscopic stuff out of which some of the stuff up in northeastern Nevada has brought about in the last 40 years, and it's still vein stuff. And if the exploration bears that out, then you are hopeful that a win-win would be it's economically extractable from an underground perspective, and the property owners can go after the minerals, and you don't have to change the nature of the Comstock Historic District to do that.
And the highway won't be going over a mine shaft.
There already is,
That-
I've seen them.
Another
say they do.
sinkhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're gonna divert the highway.
Down there? They want it.
Outside of
the highway.
Devil's Gate, they're gonna,
They want to.
they straighten it out, and it'd be an improvement.
And, just they haven't done anything. There's no approval, there's no plot plan, there's no agreement.
Has anybody ever figured out how long it's gonna take for timbers underneath the to rot?
Well, it's full of
I
water.
think they have. It was before today.
It's full of water.
So what do you think, what do you think, what effect do you think open pit mining would have on the storage?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, it's one thing to do an
Yeah, but what do
open
you
pit.
think? So the
Well, I think
mining
it's-
company says it'll improve tourism.
Open pit will improve tourism.
That's what they said.
Who said that?
I don't know who
Comstock
said that.
Mining?
Oh, they're full
said
of
it.
crap.
Corrado de Gaspar
I
said it.
won't respond to unnamed statements, but I will tell you
I
this.
said Corrado de Gaspar, I mean,
That's fine. Whoever he is, that's good that he said that.
He's had a Comstock mining.
I will just tell you this, I don't think that it's, I think these are things that are best based on facts. Want to see the drill reports, want to know what's economically feasible and what's not. Have a hard time figuring out when you're in basically, no offense, Story County, but when you're in basically an urban environment, a surface mining operation is probably not a smart land use as a general proposition. And if you look elsewhere in the state, those large surface mining operations are in distinctly rural or frontier contexts, a long ways away from homes and businesses. And I would assume that those value judgments would continue to be made in Story County by the Planning Commission and the County Commission. And the last time I checked, they don't ask your congressman to vote on those projects.
That's a good point. Very politic answer also.
Now, I should also disclose them. I have a very valuable 40 acres, an interest in a very valuable 40 acres in American Ravine.